Hello, hello, hello. This is AJT500 slash track 98 slash Luis Wonderwise slash Hilo. And, you know, I said I wasn't going to do this, bro. But I've been testing. And I've been testing. And he's pissed. Ooh, he's pissed. Ooh, he's pissed, bro. He's pissed. Listen, bro. Look here, listen. I wasn't going to make the Fraux rant because I was kind of just disappointed with her. I wasn't like, oh, this is seeking the worst character ever. And I still don't think she's the worst character ever. But it goes back to the age-old adage that I've said for so long. They're making these characters bad on purpose. What is the point? Why are we wasting time? Why are we making characters like this just to make them bad? It doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm going to go through this. This is probably not going to be like this crazy long rant because honestly, there's one big problem with Fraux that annoys me more than like anything else. Honestly, it's not even the melee thing. That's the crazy part. It's not even the melee thing. So I'm going to go through her kit real quick. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to just start off, strong. I'm going to start off with what really grinds my gears. You know what really grinds my gears about Fraux? Why do these moves only double their hits and not their activations? Why? Just why? What's the point? Is it too crazy to want to double clear, double heal, and a double dispel when I have to do all the things that I need to do? See, the thing about it, why do I have to play around the melee thing, the damage skill thing, all just to get extra damage on these low damage abilities? What's the point? What's the point? It's not solving anything. The damage isn't the problem. I need the utility of the move. That's why you put utility on the move. Why can I not use double of the utility on the move? I don't get it. I guess technically, in a roundabout way, it kind of is the melee thing because it's like, why? I just don't get why do they hide quote unquote rewards behind such high restrictions, but they're not really rewards. Why do I need to play with a melee character that specifically has red skills, which the only melee character in the game that works well with Fraux, by the way, is Luo. Which, for one thing, why am I forced into an Ogi comp because I gotta play with Luo? But the only character that really works well, like perfectly, with Fraux is Luo. Because Luo can press his red skill twice, and plus Fraux's own red skills, that essentially gives her 5 and she can reset. Still takes 5 turns to do that, and all the button clicks to do it, but I'm okay with that. Like, honestly, I'm okay with that. If they want to put her in this Ogi skill damage comp, okay, fine, by all means, sure. And Luo works perfectly with her, okay. Luo's a new character, okay, he's not the greatest, but he's new, okay, I can kind of understand they're trying to build something here, okay. But why, when I do what you're telling me to do I get bare minimum rewards? What's the point in putting up that huge of a barrier when all I'm getting is a little bit more damage? I don't care about the damage. This character is for utility. She debuffs, she dispels, she heals, she clears. She's a utility character. She's a utility belt. She literally has everything. She has everything. Besides like a fucking delay, she has everything. But I can't use it when I need it. And the thing, see, what really grinds my gears. I've been trying to test this character in the esoteric mastery trial, right? And she's okay in it. Honestly, probably gonna swap her out now though, because I can't really accomplish what I need to do. Because the thing that's giving me the most issues on that is the 50% trigger, because I don't have a veil with this team. I'm trying to do Shalim, Luo, Fraux, right? But you don't have a veil on that team. With 50%, what would be amazing? Let me just show you. First of all, I tried seeking this whatchamacallit, this rising force skill. Where is it? Not this one. I tried this Rising Force skill, Fever Pitch. Unironically, this thing's kind of nice for surviving at the end. And the reason why I brought it is because I wanted the debuff resistance for 50. Well, go figure, my damage is so cheeking bad on this comp without MC having Unleash the Fury and having more charge bar that this doesn't even line up. It falls off literally the turn that I needed, which is right here. But the thing about it is, let me just show you. Let me just show you what happens after this turn, because this is like perfect. This is perfect Fraux material. This is exactly where Fraux should be made for. Perfect Fraux material. Reminder that when she is at 5, like that, when something special attacks, she uses her S2, right? And that's the one that has the heal and the clear. It makes so much sense. It's a fine move. It makes sense for the type of thing you're trying to bring Fraux for. Okay, let's just see what happens on this boss though. Let's just see what happens on this boss once I take this damage. By the way, the fact that Shalim can take all these hits and then still 2 of my allies just get hit by the Seeking Paralyzed crap is dumb as crap. This raid is so badly designed, bro. This era esoteric thing is seeking garbage. But look at this. Look. Okay. MC gets paralyzed and something else. And then Luo gets paralyzed, curse, subliminal damage, right? Now watch this. Watch. Now she uses her S2 and she does a single clear. Now if she did 2 clears, she would have cleared this on Luo as well. And then when she presses it again right here, he would be free of the paralyzation. But the issue is that she only does 1 clear. So my Luo is just stuck here paralyzed because she doesn't auto activate. And the thing about it is it wouldn't annoy me as much if we didn't already have the double activation thing in there. The fact that we already have the double activation thing in there, it's just the skill damage instead of the actual move is what I don't understand, because that would work perfectly. It's exactly what it's made for, but it only doubles the hits. Why? What's the point? I don't understand. Honestly, like I said, the rest of it, I don't really even mind the button presses. I don't mind the Ogi that much. I don't mind her skill damage. Her skill damage could be better considering how much she has to use moves. It could be better. That stuff, like this move hits like 4 mil. It's literally hitting less than Shalim's S2. Why does this not hit for like 6-7 mil? Andromeda's spare nuke hits more than this move. Like, if the only thing you're gonna do is double the hits, it's like, why don't you upgrade the damage on it too? Like, why don't you increase the skill specs astronomically? Like, how do I have an Ogi, an artifact, a grid, and a passive that's all built around boosting skill damage, and this thing still only does 4 mil damage, less than Shalim's S2? How does that make sense? The whole character is built around skill damage, and yet it doesn't work. I don't get it. I don't understand. But it's just like I said, the kit in and of itself is fine. It's just that you're not really getting rewarded for what you're doing. It's not enough damage. It is not enough utility. And another thing too, someone had mentioned this before on one of the streams, is just the fact that if they put a non-removable buff on you, then this just goes out the window. Her whole game plan just goes out the window. So it's just like, maybe it should have been like the timer on it lowered. That's what she likes to do anyway. She likes to extend her timers on her fire version. So why didn't she just lower the timers on debuffs on this version? Why is it just a straight removal? I don't get it. But it's just like, I don't know. Like I said, the reason why I didn't want to make a Fraux rant is because it's just like, I'm not really that mad at the kit. It's just, again, why are they making it bad on purpose? Why are we getting nerfed for this on purpose? It doesn't make any sense. I just don't get what is what is so OP about just having two double of these. This one goes up to 5 times. Why can't these just go up to 2? That's all I'm asking. Just you already have the hit doubled. Why don't you just double activate the skill? I don't get it. Like I said, even this, I'm okay with this thing. Even though this thing takes forever, I'm honestly okay with it if these 2 things just activated twice. That's all I ask. But it's just like, I just don't get it. I really don't. I just don't understand why every single time. For one thing, why is it every single time an Earth character comes out they have to have stacks? Why? Why? I swear, as soon as a new Earth character comes out and I go to look at them, first thing I look at is their Ogi, and then like literally like the first skill, there's always some type of freaking stacking mechanic. Why does everything have stacks? I don't understand. I don't understand. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't even know where to use this character. I really don't. She does it. She's kind of like Medusa in the sense that it's like we just got a new character, and she literally just doesn't fit anywhere. She doesn't fit anywhere. Why would you take her over literally anyone else? Why would you take her if you were trying to do the low Octo comp? Why would you take her over like Satyr or Monica or Shalim or Sidala? Like anybody. You're not bringing her to anything that doesn't take Luo, because again, if you don't take Luo, for one thing, finding a melee person, a melee person who also has red skills is crazy. And I know people keep saying, Kiking, use swords, use swords. Who's using swords in 2025? Nobody. Nobody's used that character. Even if you want to bring her with somebody like Dante or Folia for whatever reason, they don't have red skills. So it's just like, why? I don't understand. The only person that's even viable is Luo. That's the only person. And Luo ain't that great. And again, why would you bring her over anybody else that you could bring in that slot? It's not like she does. The thing about it, it's the exact same methodology of Medusa. Why would you bring this character and go through all these hoops for this character when they don't do anything? They don't do anything that you couldn't accomplish by using a different character. It's just like, what's the point? What's the point? I don't get it, bro. I just don't get it. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's pretty much honestly all the Fraux rant. Like I said, I don't have any in-depth thinking ranting thing. This is literally just getting it off my chest, because I swear that is the thing that annoys me the most about Fraux. It's just I don't understand why you even teased us with this hit doubles when you could have just reactivated it, and she would be astronomically better if she could just activate both of these. I don't get it. Like I said, I would be completely fine. I mean, I'd still be annoyed, but I'd be completely fine with this, because at least Luo exists. At least Luo exists in the game to use this. But even the thing I keep saying is, I'm like, I hope we get like a character that's like Evangeline in Dark. Because Evangeline in Dark, when she gets her S3, she can cast her red skills like twice every single turn. So we got a character like that in Earth that's not Luo. It could be really, really strong to go with Fraux. But the thing about it is, Fraux is not good. The stuff she's doing is not good. Like I said before, she's not double activating the actual utility, and she's not doing any crazy damage. Like, let me go show you, just for comparison's sake. Let me go show you the full auto that did succeed on the Esoteric Mastery. Right? Look at this. She's doing less than Shalim. She's doing less than Shalim. Shalim has half the thinking skills, half the skills over here, and Shalim literally can't even move half the time. She literally has an S3 where she can't move. She has an S3 where she can't move, and she's doing less than Shalim. Granted, my Shalim is ranked, but come on, dude. Come on, man. It's like, look at this team. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. This isn't even hunting. This is Andromeda, my guy. MC's gapping my whole team like this with Andromeda? Like, god dang, bro. Jesus Christ. It's just like, I just don't know. I just don't know. I mean, give it up for her, bro. At least she beat Luo. At least she beat Luo. It's just like, and she barely beat Luo, and this dude got paralyzed. It's just like, I don't know, man. I just don't understand. I just don't understand what's the point in just making these characters. And the thing that's even worse is she's a freaking limited, bro. She's a limited for what? What are you limited for, my guy? What are you? It's literally just for the weapon. I told you guys when I first saw it, I'm like, that weapon is like FLBB. I would not be surprised if that weapon has FLB in like 3 months. But this character, it's just like, the thing about it is it's the same thing as Medusa. It's the same thing as Medusa. Even if they put more melee, even if they give us an Evangeline type character, why would you want to bring Fraux? The thing about it is when you give a character, I've said this so many times, when you give a character a messed up kit, even if you give a character in the future that works with that messed up kit, you're just going to end up replacing the character with the messed up kit with a better character. Why would I use Fraux? What's she used for? What am I putting her in? What is she accomplishing? Because I don't understand. I don't understand. And don't even get me started. Taking Leviathan, Mare, and down? Why would you ever bring this character? Ever. So the only potential she has is like Diaspora, which if you're trying to do a full auto with that, I've tried it by the way. Even with Luo, they end up doing the B trigger higher than everything else, and then you just get reflected damage till you die. So that's not gonna happen. And at most, what you're gonna do is do a Taking Ogi comp that you just have to sit and wait. You can't fall out of the whole thing. What else? Taking Esoteric, I just tried that. You know, it's been working on and off, but the thing about it is, it's just when people get paralyzed and I get behind on skills, skill cast, and Faded Chain, I just get cooked. Because she just, bro, that boss seeking sucks. That boss is so god awful, bro. The fact that she can just get taking two of the things and go straight into the final detonation, whatever, dumb as crap. Dumb as crap. That fight is terrible. That fight is terrible. It is so freaking bad. And it's not even good because the weapon seeking sucks. That fight sucks too. Gonna bring her to Fall Zero? Why would you? For what purpose? I'd rather bring Siegfried. Hexa, pretty much the same thing. Why would I bring her to Hexa? I know Komatsu did a solo with her. Why though? That man almost timed out. He's one of the greatest Earth Masters on the planet, and he's Japanese, and he almost timed out because he's got to press so many kicking skills. Why would you bring this character? Why would you do that? Just for what? What does she exist for? It's just like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. But like I said, I mean, I said I wasn't going to make this one that long because, again, the main thing, I would be okay with the lackluster skill damage if the two skills, her S1 and her S2, just actually activated twice. At least then you can say utility. And before I go, the amount of times people have said, oh, don't worry, she'll be for 250. Bro, unless we get a Luo character that doesn't need Faded Chain, she's not coming to 250, my guy. Why would you bring her to 250? She can't even clear all the buffs that are gonna, all the debuffs that are gonna land on you. She can't dispel all the thinking stuff that's gonna be on the boss. Shalim dispels more. Shalim with her S3 up Ogies and dispels 4 times. She dispels once. One time. One time. That joint's not doing anything. And the reason why I say unless we get a Luo type character that's not Luo, because again, her best partner is Luo because of the red skills. But Luo needs a faded bar. He needs a faded chain. 250 don't have no faded chain. So Luo's probably not even coming along. So it's just like, what is the purpose of this character? Why does she exist? Besides just waifu bait. That's literally all it is, just waifu bait. But it's just like, are we really just making waifu bait characters in 2025 just for the heck of it? And they're limited? And of course they're geeking Earth. Of course they're geeking Earth. Why wouldn't they be Earth? It's just like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, I was about a geeking stream, and I was gonna title the geeking stream. The stream just started, and he's already pissed, and I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna make the Fraux rant. So, I don't know. I think that's it. I just don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the point is. I'm kind of like, I'm still not really that mad because, like I said, I'm okay for the most part with the kit. It's only those 2 skills. That's all I want. Why don't they just activate twice? I just don't get it. But again, you know, I do get it actually. They're making characters bad on purpose. That's all there is. They're making characters bad on purpose. There is no other explanation. They're just making them bad on purpose. Making them bad for the sake of making them bad. Just so you know, by the way, Even if Fraux had the exact same kit and those two skills did actually auto activate twice, or activate twice, like how they should, it's not like she's gonna break that much ground. She's not gonna be disgustingly overpowered because she's still restricted with the melee thing. That's the point of the restriction, to hide OP stuff behind it. But you're just putting a restriction that does nothing. You're not accomplishing anything. Oh, woo! She auto activates one heal and one clear when a special attack gets used. Yippee! She doesn't even have any auto nukes. No auto nukes like her normal one. And I know people are already gonna say, "Oh, but they said they weren't gonna make the evokers too strong." I don't give a crap. I still gotta spend the same amount for them. Heck, these dudes had less seeking rates than the other characters, the summer characters. They had a lower rate. So you're telling me they got a lower rate, I gotta spend the same amount to spark this character. Oh, but she's an evoker, so, you know, we can't make her too strong. Make her a different character then. Make her a different character then. How about you do that? How about you make her subtixable then, instead of being limited? I don't give a crap that she's an evoker. I literally don't care. Because it doesn't change how much money is coming out of the wallet. So it's just like I said, at the end of the day, you know, I just don't understand why they continuously make these characters bad on purpose, and why so many of them are an Earth. I feel like half the time when an Earth character comes out, it's literally a test. It's a test for me personally. It's like, hey, because they know how obsessively I like to test stuff in this game. And they're just like, hey, let's just see what he can figure out with that character. Maybe he can figure something out. It's like a Geeking show, bro. I just finished Squid Game season 3. It's like Geeking Squid Games, bro. Just throw something to try and make it more interesting for the VIPs, bro. But I don't know, man. Anyway, that's pretty much all for the Fraux rant. I gotta get back to Geeking boxing this event, bro. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support as always, and bye bye.